10 years ago, the word glamping was only found in Africa in some luxury tents around safaris. Today, sites are popping up all over Cyprus and all over the world. My personal first experience was last October at Forest glamping site in Agios Theodoros, and I was truly blown away. I was blown away by the immersive experience in nature without having to sacrifice the daily luxuries. This week's episode, we go to Forest glamping and we sit down with Loucas and Polina Chenykaeva, the founders of Forest, to hear their vision, their learnings, and their future plans. Together, they merge Loucas' construction expertise and Polina's tourism knowledge to create a unique glamping experience that allows guests to escape, reconnect with nature, and enjoy a thoughtfully crafted retreat. First, we sit down with Polina, who brings over a decade of experience in tourism, having worked across Greece, India, and Cyprus, learning firsthand what makes a stay unforgettable. Her insights, combined with her recent experience in real estate development, shaped the site's design, blending minimalism, natural materials, and guest-centric hospitality. Let's first introduce you to Polina. Welcome to the Business Mentor Podcast. I love coming to your space. It's so peaceful and beautiful here.
Thanks for you. Always glad to see you here and your family.
I'm sure you recharge every day working here. I know it's not the same as staying in a space and working in a space. Maybe you want to start off what inspired you to start Forest Glamping and get into this type of hospitality business.
For 10 years, I was working in tourism in several countries, such as Greece, India, Cyprus. So I met thousands of people. It could be meeting for 100 people a day. And it gives you opportunity to listen to people feedback, tourists and guests. So for all these years, I was listening what was the issue of hotels, what was missing, what clients appreciated. I helped organize them excursion around the countries. So I gained this knowledge, what people want. And I like to work in hospitality. And for last 3 years in Cyprus, I was working in one of the biggest real estate developer. So I gained knowledge about construction development. It's helped me also to create understanding which style I like, and understood like minimalism. I like natural materials that people comfortable with, like touch it and be like surrounded by nature. And how we started, it was Corona time. And Loucas one day just asked me if I could build some business, what I would build. And I say, if I were a business person, I would already had business. So I'm not a business person. And Loucas told me that we all entrepreneurs. So just think. And next day, of course, I didn't think at all. I was scrolling Instagram for 24 hours and I saw glamping in another country and I saw like, wow, it's something special, unique, and why Cyprus didn't have it. And during Corona time, we found only one glamping in Cyprus. It's yurts in Paphos. So we went there, it was nice, and from that time we started to create idea about glamping, looking for land, and here we are.
Awesome, it's stunning. And Loucas tells me you're the designer behind all the touches. So tell me a bit your vision on that. How did you incorporate the natural environment and the colors, everything that you've created here?
No, I think that I'm really far to be a designer, but because I like aesthetic, I like, again, Instagram, Pinterest, just like watch ideas. And then when something special coming, I had in my head like, okay, this we can place here. When I was creating glamping, we had the idea that we want to build everything around nature, to have as low as possible impact for nature. So we created lotuses, they really nice shape, they very good going with wind, and I think they look nice around nature. We on the hills, and for glamping we used a lot of natural materials, and we did a lot of upcycling. For instance, all the walls we took electrical poles and give them a second life.
Oh, amazing.
For instance, the decking, it's Loucas and his dad, they found in Bazaraki. A guy who was selling decking, he removed it from his veranda. And then when they came, he gave it them for free. So we give new life for things that should be thrown away.
Nice.
And the rest, like it's most of the wood that people really like to touch because it's warm materials. On the floor is natural coir that you like to walk on in.
And so you've incorporated a lot of sustainability as well in the project,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit about that? Where does the power come from? Where does the water come from?
We are off-grid,
Yeah.
so we don't have electricity connection. All our electricity generated by the sun, and we have batteries, and it's feeding our lotuses. We don't have also sewerage system, so we brought home biogas toilet that is taking human waste, bringing to the back where lives bacteria. They're eating this and producing gas. So it's like circus that helps all the environment.
Yeah.
It's produce a lot of fertilizer for the plants, and it's using more than 10 times less water than normal toilet.
Yeah.
So we try to be as much sustainable as possible.
Yeah.
And I think it's if you have this goal, it's easy to follow.
Yeah. We have the tools and technology these days to make it happen.
100%.
We just need the will behind it.
Yes.
I'm a big believer in past chapters preparing you for next ones, you know, and I'm glad Loucas said to you, everyone's an entrepreneur because everyone's got the creative spirit in them.
Yeah.
So tell me, how did your experience from the past in hotels and all the lessons from that, what are some things that you incorporated in the guest experience here?
I think number one is attention to details. Because it's not just to put lotus, to put toilet, and glamping is ready. It's a lot of details. We really like with our guests, because especially our first guests give us crazy feedback, what is missing, even little things. And we try to implement everything. We try to create like spaces that will be comfortable in clients. They have like lotus, they have a barbecue area to cook outdoors under open skies, but also have nice view from this area. We have like sunbeds, we have hammock area. Kids love it. When kids coming here, they forgot about their screens, so they start to live like nature and outdoor.
Yep. I can vouch for that as well. I took the big walk to the top of Ios Theodoros and then the square there in the viewpoint. Took that when we stayed here a few months ago, and I came back and I stopped up there. We're just watching the kids play outside, run around, sit here, sit there. It's children are different when they're in nature,
100%.
you know, and I think adults are as well.
Yes.
You know, it recharges your battery. How do you help people create that peaceful experience? What facilities have you created? Because you said you got a barbecue, you got a hammock. What can people do once they're here?
First of all, connect with nature. This is main idea, that you come in here and it's just calming you. We had one guest who stayed here tonight, and after he said, like, what kind of mattress you have? It was my best sleep. And I say, it's like simple mattress. It's not because of the mattress. It's because of the nature. Because we're far away from main road. We're far away from big factories and so on. Around you, only green hills. So nature calms. You have everything what you need, not like camping, but with all the comfort of hotel room. You have your electricity in the room, you have your coffee machine, you have toilet with hot water. Now we created hot tub. After hot tub, like you newborn, you just go to sleep and that's all. So we try to bring all the comfort for clients to stay in the nature, but not losing important things.
The daily luxuries we have, right?
Yes.
How do you see the future of the glamping industry in Cyprus? Because it seems to be growing aggressively. There's new sites popping up. Where do you think that the industry is heading?
I believe Cyprus has great potential for this, because Cyprus has everything to exploit glamping. You have so many hidden spots to create glampings. And when we had idea about glamping during Corona, it was we found only one glamping. Now it's more than 10, I think. And we actually communicated almost with everyone. I think it's also good to have competition. For instance, only in Agios Theodoros, there is another big glamping, another cabins. And the more glampings in Agios Theodoros, the more people coming here, the more busy each of us. So I see it's a great potential for Cyprus.
So you reached out to all your competition and you spoke to them, you mean?
It came naturally.
Yeah.
So we like somebody, glamping that near us in Agios Theodoros, we quite often communicating. In other glampings, in Agros, in Bavatsinya. So
amazing.
I think we can create very good glamping community.
Yeah, look, I mean, working with your competition, because at the end of the day, when people have a scarcity mentality, they're thinking there's not enough.
Yeah.
But if you're promoting a destination and you're
Yes.
uniting in that, and you're each working together to create different facilities, different experiences for your guests, overall you create more demand.
100%.
And with more demand, everyone's happy. There's not a
100%.
scarcity. I think we've got 8 billion people in the world. So there's a lot of potential customers everywhere. What have you done in the beginning? What did you do in your launch to really get the word out?
It's again like naturally came that our main tool was Instagram.
Yeah.
Our idea was born in Instagram and was promoted on Instagram. So I started posting reels, and then people started booking us. And then we have a lot of collaborations with influencers and bloggers that also help to expand. And then it start like roll coming. Now we're using also Airbnb platform that also people from abroad can book us. It's a lot of clients from UK, from Israel, of course local people. So, but I believe for us, Instagram is the most powerful tool.
Really? How have you worked with, let's say, influencers, people that have followings? Share with me examples of results that's helped with. Is it being more exposure, visibility? Some of them brought bookings. How has that worked?
How we started, we decided just, let's say, everyone yes. We didn't have any strategy, so let's try, nothing to lose.
Yeah.
It was 50-50. There is influencers that explode our Instagram. We had a lot of requests, we have bookings, a lot of followers. There is influencers that did like close to zero, but it was our experience.
Yep.
Now we know.
It's trial and error.
Yes. But anyway, all in all, influencers brought us a lot of exposure.
Fantastic.
And name, because especially in Cyprus, because it's a small market, influencers have a audience who trust them. So if they show something, a lot of time people believe and go because it's something that you're always close to you.
Look, it's all about trial and error and experimenting, and especially when you're new, you don't know what works. It was the same with Ari and I in our restaurant. In the beginning, we said yes to everybody. But then when someone reached out, we'd say, okay, can you show me your demographics?
Yes.
Who is your audience? Where are they based? A Russian lady said, I can come and post some stories. And my wife just, yeah, sure. I said, 1 second, because I'm the social media manager. Can you show me your demographics? There was not a single 1% in Cyprus. I mean, it's probably great if I'm a hotel, because people in Russia or wherever they're following or English can see me, and there's a potential to grab following, to follow me, and then in the future. For a restaurant, it's different. But sometimes you do never know, you know, sometimes it really surprises you. Amazing. How will you continuously innovate to stay ahead of the game as competition grows?
No, I believe if you follow our ideas, even if someone wanna copy us, it's very difficult because you cannot copy paste everything. So if you following your vision, you will stay different. And I believe all the world now going towards the eco and more natural and more close to nature. So we have huge plans for we have big land and we have potential to have more land. So we want to have farm here, and we want to have animals, and to make it in one big process that kids can communicate, learn how to deal with it. We want to grow more, plant more trees, more bushes, make this area green, bring some different. We have home-based toilet, the same that is for food. That all the ways going to the back and bacteria eating, producing fertilizer for your plants. So I believe step by step we'll go there.
You have a good vision to keep evolving the project.
100%.
Amazing.
Yes.
Any final thoughts?
Of course. First of all, never give up. Usually people give up 5% before success. So if it's become so difficult that you think that's all, you need to think that maybe it's just 5% to your success. So for us it was the same. So many times we thought it doesn't work, we cannot anymore, but we continue, and it's happened.
Amazing. On that never give up, how was your transition from an employee to a business owner? Was it a shock for you because there's many plates to balance, and it's amazing that you're doing it with your partner as well? How was that transition for you?
It was a very long transition because we started build glamping on the weekends and after our work because I was working, Loucas was working. So when we opened glamping, we both still was working. And just now, 1 month ago, I quit totally. So it was like long transition, but in some times it was so difficult for me to combine to be employed and to run your own business. So I decided that I want to spend all my energy, time, all my resources for my own business.
Fantastic. Well done.
Thank you
Wish
so much.
you all the best.
Thank you
And
so much.
I look forward to seeing it evolving in the coming years. Hope you enjoyed that. Now we move on to Loucas with a deep-rooted background in construction and business. He built his expertise from an early age, starting with a family-run factory that later evolved into a packaging business. His hands-on experience in building and operations laid the foundation for the glamping site, designed to integrate seamlessly with nature.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you. I can see you've been quite busy since the last time we came here.
Yep. Non-stop works. Yep.
Your background is nowhere near hospitality, right? Share us a bit about that and how you came to say, you know what, I'm going to step into hospitality.
Well, basically, my background's more along the lines of packaging industry. We have a little bit of a background generationally with my grandfather of building works. So I've got the gist of how things work. When Polina said to me that she wanted to do glamping, I thought, like, is it scary? It's definitely scary, but you only live once. So you might as well just go for it.
There's a great book called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. And I always say all the growth and all your dreams and all your success is on the other side of fear.
That's true.
And I remember once I was moving from food and beverage in hotels and going to move to sales. And I did a full day interview in sales. And at the end of the day, I went back to the general manager, the HR director, and they said, you know, how was it? And I said, look, it was great. I think I could be great at this, but I'll be honest with you, it's a bit scary. And he said to me a key piece of advice I'll never forget. He said, if there's no fear, there's no challenge. If there's no challenge, there's no growth. And if there's no growth, what's the point?
100%.
So I'm sure you've grown a lot through that initial phase, learned a lot. Can you share some of those learnings that have come through the beginnings of moving into hospitality?
If you want to just start with just the construction and the building side of it, you have to realize that a lot of this construction, planning, setting everything in motion, you can plan everything on paper that you want. Until you get your hands in the ground, you don't know what's going on. So I would say the main thing I've learned is exactly what you've just said. Act and then learn in the process. Because sometimes you have this thing of like plan until like, and then you never move. So what's the phrase of it? It's like a...
paralysis by over-analysis.
That's the one. That's the exact one. Yes. I am a little bit prone to that. And thankfully I've got Polina behind me who's like just like driving everything. Go.
Full speed.
And together we make a good team like that. Yes.
Planning is important because then you avoid a lot of the problems as well.
Yes.
Can you describe the unique features that set Forest Glamping apart?
From the beginning, we wanted to design a place that was integrated with nature. Everything we do is like, has to be a flow from beginning to end. Olive trees, all the surrounding plants. We want it to be like we picked these lotuses up and just dropped them right in there, sort of thing. So I believe what sets us apart is the willingness to spend that little bit more time, not just making great big flat areas, but as you can see, everything here is on different levels, different planes. So I believe integration with nature and wanting to work with the people around us, the village.
What challenges did come up for you in the beginning when you started constructing?
How long have you got?
Endless, huh?
Everything seems to be a challenge in the beginning. But like you said before, you realize a problem with delivery of the wood or connecting the water. It seems like the end of the world at that moment. But in my experience, every single challenge we've found in terms of delays of materials, delays of finishing a project, has led me to open up 15 new opportunities I didn't even think about. So it genuinely is a blessing in disguise
Yeah.
when you've got a challenge.
Yeah.
Don't look at it at that moment. You might think everything's on fire.
Yeah.
But it genuinely, it will lead you to something better every time.
And challenges do open up opportunities always.
Every time.
Yeah. So what type of accommodation? At the moment, you have 2 Lotuses, correct?
Yes, yes.
What does the next phase look like?
I believe that our next phase is we're going to build at least 2 more accommodations for hopefully to be ready before the summer season. These will be not Lotuses, but along the same theme.
Yep.
Like immersive with the surrounding nature. And I also want to incorporate maybe smaller modules just for couples.
Nice.
So that a couple that doesn't necessarily need 60 square meters around them,
Yep.
and they can enjoy the area as well.
Because these are quite large now, right? I stayed with my kids, a family of 4, and our dog.
Yeah. I
Comfortably in there. So the other ones, you will have something for couples and also potential event space, you were saying earlier?
Yes. Also, our plan is this season we want to incorporate an event space somewhere on the land that will allow us also to bring events, for example, yoga events, corporate business-to-business type meetings, outdoor cooking lessons.
Nice.
Also children's camps, let's say.
Yep.
This land has got so much opportunity to bring kids together in a camp and just set up games and also teach them eco-living.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing. So at the moment, what experience and activities can people do whilst they're here?
Right at this moment, we have like a hiking connected right to the land. We have beaches literally 7 minutes away. In the glamp site, literally it's just designed to unwind and relax, especially for the parents. And literally every week we're designing new and interesting things, kids play areas. And in general, this village is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just walking around this village. Yeah.
I wasn't even aware of Ayos Theodoros, to be honest. And when we went to the local village, it's a beautiful village. Can you tell us a bit about how have the locals been in you coming and setting up a new business here? How has that experience been?
I can honestly say I never expected the reception that we got. You never know how people will react to you, respond to you when you're bringing something so fresh to a village. And I couldn't have dreamed of a better people, from the Ginodarchis, the leader of the community, Iagovos. I cannot explain how different he is to anyone I've ever met in that position, from helping us to plan, helping us to with trees, with everything, always next to us in every step. The local businesses, the taverns, helping me out, bringing stuff up for me, inviting me in to eat.
That's amazing.
This village is like a little slice of paradise.
Yeah.
That's why we moved here, literally straight away.
Can you share with us a memorable story from a guest that came here? Maybe something funny that happened or something that really stands out from in the last almost year, 9 months?
Wow. There's a lot of them. I can honestly say our first experience of a couple from Israel, that they came over from Israel just for us. Because usually it's like an integrated, like they're here for a few weeks, they'll come here and try something else. But they literally just came to try our place out. As soon as at the nighttime when they were preparing their meals, he like called me and says, would you like to come and sit down with us and like share some food? Because he was also a manager of a glamping site in Israel. Huge, like ostrich farm type thing. I loved the feedback we got from him. That to say that not just the physical space, but he appreciates how we try to be as owners. Like I'm literally, everyone that comes here, forget about the money side. I just want them to have a good time and feel good. So I've literally had countless experiences, never a bad, I can't say anything bad. All of our customers have been amazing. And I've learned something from almost every one of them.
Well, if you keep on learning, you keep on improving, right?
True.
I was hearing a hospitality video the other day from one of the top hospitality legends of America. And he was saying at the beginning of his career, they were in New York. The restaurant across them was busy all day long. right? And the owner basically said, I want you to go there and every day for a few days and eat and experience it and tell me what are they doing differently. What stood out? The owner was there every single day to greet them.
Wow. Yes.
And that's what we experienced here is you guys being here is such a unique advantage.
Yes.
Because you got your finger on the pulse.
Yes.
You can hear from the customers, their feedback. You can improve on that. So that's very powerful in hospitality because few owners have the opportunity to do that.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. What I would like to say is that, for example, having you guys here, when your family stayed here, like obviously you have a lot more experience in general in a lot of these businesses, and having you come here and like give us honest feedback on everything, and for us it was so exciting to like be able to speak to people that sort of know a lot more than we do. And you taught us so much about like maybe a bit of shade over here, maybe think about the kids over here. And all these ideas, I get excited when I hear them because I'm thinking, wow, so we can be better. So final thoughts is just like, I love meeting new people and having new inputs.
Yeah.
And making something, for me, the future is something exciting. I never want this place to be the same this year as last year.
Yeah. Well, all in a matter of 4 or 5 months, you've changed it a lot. So
Yeah, we're pretty impatient.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for your future. Well,
Yes, thank
wish
you
you all
so
the best.
much.
Thank you too, Loucas.
Thank you.